Hello. Let's see. There it is. So, what I have determined from spending like 12 hours yesterday coding and trying stuff is that Unity is such a bad engine. I don't like Unity. Oh god. No matter what I try to do, Unity just decides not to let me do it and cause problems. So I basically spent all day yesterday trying to migrate the rendering and change how it's all implemented to allow better layering and ordering of sprites and assets. But Unity did not want to let me do that. I came across all kinds of limitations and strange bugs constantly, no matter what I did. So I'm gonna scrap that idea for now. And I did make like a very large commit yesterday where I did a bunch of stuff, refactoring and trying things. We can actually stash this. Stash all changes. Wait, what? Oops. I did not mean to do that. Apply stash. Everything and there we go. So if we go back here, the reload. Now things will actually work, and you can see here in 3D how it's all actually working. And all of this does work. Like, this is the solution I found to make things work. But it's extremely annoying how it's set up. So we can see here that like things actually works. And this can be improved. Oh, that was actually a bug. But there are some very annoying things with this. Like, I have to create a material for the render queue and do some math to determine the render queue, and this will result in having to copy and instantiate hundreds of materials, and it creates these kinds of loads, which makes the game freeze for a bit and stuff like that. So what I'm gonna try to do is use some of this code I have written and instead migrate the game to 3D somehow. We'll get there. So for starters, I have placed 2 versions of the code here just for reference. And we can go here, change domain. Actually, let's create a new branch from main. Call it 3D. Okay. So what I'm gonna do first is to take this code I wrote yesterday and use it as a base. Nice. Oh, game is still running. Yeah, I should actually check how my CPU is doing today, because yesterday there were some thermal throttling which caused issues with the stream and recording. That should all be fixed now, I think. So let's see. Wait, what? That's the wrong version of the scene. Discard changes. I think I'll just do this actually. Let's just restart Unity. This is more like it. This is the correct version of the scene. So let's create terrain map. There we go. And default tile set. Dirt, and material is I guess we don't have a material. Terrain. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to change that stuff as well. Okay. So if I now clone map, okay. Now we have the map, which is actually in 3D if I didn't mess up. Yeah. It's a work in progress. So if we go to terrain map, yeah, wasn't I supposed to change that as well? Scripts, train map, re-import. No. Oh, I pasted something by mistake. I love it when that happens. Okay. So we have the map, which is 3D, although it's set up in a interesting way. Right. So we're gonna remove pixel perfect camera because we're going 3D. Remove component, and I guess, are we still doing orthograph? Yeah, we are. But we're gonna rotate over there. Like, yeah. Let's see, camera manager. For now, just disable my camera manager. Do this. Zero, zero, zero. Oh, nice. -100. So, what angle is this? Like, wait. Could be like 6, no, 43. That looks weird. 45 or whatever. Yeah, that's clearly wrong. If I do 45, 67, 43, 0. So, just for starters, we can actually, what I do first. Could actually, let's do this for now. Read the object cube. Yeah, that's correct. Sprite, have a cube. Entities. 0.5 minus 0. No. 1. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Entities. And 3D object. Sphere. And also move that one up 0.5. No, not 0.5. Right. Actually, how does this work? Default. Perspective. Graphic. Perspective. I did not think about this at all. Wait, this is render 2D data. I don't even want 2D rendering. Oh, I should have looked this up earlier, actually. Nope. Nope. Minus. Okay, let's see. Rendering layers. It says 2D data, but I want 3D. I want orthographic 3D. Let's just now remove the pillar, remove the tree, sign, yes, cylinder, yes. How do I even move it? Oh. Okay. Good question. They are not here. is one. This should be fine. Nope, not at all. So how do I even... Oh, this is confusing me so much. I want it to be 3D, but I also want it to be orthographic, and that is causing problems. Yeah, I'm having so much trouble with Unity. This is so frustrating. Already spent 12 hours yesterday. Right. Pretty much like that. I am getting to a point where I want to give up on making it 3D as well, because that seems to be just as annoying. Which is a bad sign. How long have I been streaming? I've barely been streaming at all. Half an hour. Well, more like 20 minutes. And I'm already having trouble. I don't even know what that means, but yes, sure. Let's just make player a cube for now. Cube. Is there a direction to just quit instead? I would much prefer that right now. I guess I should just use default sort mode or orthographic, because that is what I'm using. Question mark. But there's already very clearly issues with this. Like, what is going on? Wait, if I... Oh god. The game is upside down. Right. So the z-axis is reversed. I forgot about that. The sign should... Man, this is so annoying, because the entire game is... The axis I use for up and down and stuff is completely different from what Unity expects. So things get very confusing really quickly. Well, the reason is because I started this as a 2D game. So I was like, naturally, we have the x-axis, which is across horizontally, and then the y-axis for vertically. And then I added depth or height to the game, which is the z-axis. And the higher the z value, the further up it is. But all of this goes completely against what Unity expects things to be when you work in a 3D game. This makes no sense at all. Like even in a 2D sense, Unity actually wanted the Z value to be the opposite. Yeah, Z is supposed to be the depth. So when you have a higher value, it pushes it further away on the screen, which means that when I have a high Z value, which is supposed to be a tall cliff, it becomes the opposite instead. It's not really a big problem. I could, like, technically the entire game logic and the rendering coordinates would not even have to match because they are pretty much separate. But this does lead to some confusion right now. Oh boy, just looking at this is making me very confused. Yeah. There is not much logic going on here. I'm not really sure what I'm doing anymore either, like from all of my complaining on Discord yesterday. I'm not really sure what I'm doing anymore. Yes, that would absolutely solve it. That's how it works. So what do I do here? Like, should I just reverse the z-axis? We have here. Let's just start by trying this. All objects are still gonna be on the wrong end, but all the terrain should hopefully look correct. And let's see. Yeah, hopefully. I think the stream hasn't stuttered anything so far, which is a good sign. Nice. When I did the last stream, my CPU would start to thermal throttle every time I tried to build in Unity. So the stream would start to lag for a bit every time. And why can't I build? Why is Unity being dumb? Hello? Please? Unity is such a great piece of software. I just love it. This happens all the time. It just stops working. I can't play. I can't refresh or update code. Nothing works. I just save, reload. Now, the moment I try to close the engine, it updates. Of course. Okay. So now, oh, that's wrong. Why is it wrong? Oh, completely forgot. Let's see here. Shaders. Grid object. That explains why everything looked so weird. I have to remove all of this. So when the game was 2D, I had a shader which basically made it so that depending on the Z position of something, it would also shift its Y position, so that when the game is 2D, it would appear as if it's higher up by shifting the Y position upwards on the screen, which obviously should not happen when the game is already 3D. Now it's starting to look like something. Like we have the boulders, we have the crates. We should actually move the Y. No, not the Y. We should. What should we do? We should move the Z minus. Wait. Yes, that's correct. Okay. What if I do 2D now? That's awful, but it's correct, kinda. Why is that one down there? Oh yeah. No, this is... I don't like this. I really don't want to use negative C for it to be higher up. Man. Why? Actually, let's not do that. Let's try and tell Unity to do it my way instead. Because I can't just let Unity tell me what to do, like it's been doing for the past day. It's my turn now. I'm the one telling Unity what to do. So, can I just like... Oh my god, the camera is super weird when it's all upside down. I can't really control it. Shit. Oh god. Nope. Unity, please. What is happening? There we go. No, it's still... Oh. No, it's correct. Wait. Oh. Yeah, now it looks correct. It's just that the entire game just became mirrored. Right. What happens if I... Oh wait, perspective camera. I mean, I can probably win, but the question is it worth the effort to try and win against Unity? Because it's being really annoying. Why does it look like that? Oh my god. Yeah, at what cost? Like, I am getting to the point of regretting using Unity. But the entire point with this project is not really to make a game, it's to learn how to do things. So I am learning how much I dislike things with Unity. Why does it... I have no idea how any of this works. Like, how do I just get it to look like this? Please. Game, please. Unity, please. What happens if I just rotate it? Nope. What? Like the thing is, I did have, like, you did hear me complaining quite a bit yesterday about not coming up with a solution and nothing working. Thing is, I did actually find one working solution. But the solution is so terrible that I pretend that it doesn't exist. But it did work. So worst case scenario, I do have, it's a really hacky solution. I don't even know how to try and explain it so that you would understand it. But basically it involves a lot of annoying stuff. It's a hacky solution which doesn't really work super well for big maps either. So like if the map becomes too big, because the game technically supports more than one screen even though this map is just one screen. If I make a much larger map, if you go too far up or down, that system would fall apart. It would probably handle like, I could probably calculate that actually. So we have 2000 base value minus 4 times, let's say the map is 100 pixels tall, and then we have 8 height, so minus 4 times 8. No, that's is actually pretty fine, but if I want to expand it, yeah, I could. It's actually not as big of a problem as I thought, the dimensions. I could probably make a map that is like 100 tiles tall, which is probably more than I would ever actually make a single map, because I do have loading screens and stuff. But the real problem is not that limitation. The real problem is that basically, now I'm gonna get technical. We have these shaders, which is basically code that runs on the GPU. It calculates how things are gonna render and stuff. And those shaders are applied to materials. So it's usually like, and now I have one single material in the game which is used for all terrain. And that's it. And I have currently one single material in the entire game for all objects I place in the game. So those are the 2 materials I have, that's all. With the workaround solution I came up with yesterday, what I did was, when you have a material, there is actually a value you can set that determines its render priority or render. No, I'm gonna look up the exact term now so I don't get it wrong. You can set it might be rendering order. I think it's Q something. Unity material render Q is the value. You can set the render Q value between 0 to 5000, and different 1000 steps are supposed to be used for different stuff in Unity, but I decided I don't care. I just abuse this render queue however I want. So my solution is my solution is that for every single terrain tile and object in the game, I copy this material. I do this in code, so I don't actually have to do it manually. I copy the material and set the render queue value of every single material to be the value that makes it appear correctly when drawn. So I manually myself through code determine this has to be the render queue order for every single thing I render in the entire game. And that way I can get it to work. It's really frustrating, annoying, and bad. And when I do this, it slows down loading screens because it has to duplicate and create all these materials. And it's not super great for performance when you modify the terrain. But it does work. It does work. And this 3D stuff is actually, yeah, like the more I learn about Unity, the more frustrating it is. Like I have worked with so many game engines. I think I'm up to like trying 8 or 9 engines at this point. Unity has been the most frustrating to work with for sure, because it tries to do so much stuff, but it's not really good at any one specific thing. It has a lot of functionality. You can do almost everything, but everything also has these weird limitations or problems that has existed for a decade that they seemingly will never fix because they're busy adding more new stuff instead. And the more I look around, the more that seems to be the case, that they focus on adding new things constantly and never actually clean up the stuff they already have. Like from what I've heard and been told is that the one thing that Unity actually does really good is its particle engine thing for creating particles. And that's about it. I haven't heard any single good thing about Unity besides that. I've never used the particle stuff in Unity, so I have no idea, but I assume it's true. The main reason I started using Unity was because I might use it for work, and I still might, but we're not sure yet. So anything I learn now might help me with work later. Yeah. Like, to be fair, I am doing basically everything I can to go against what Unity wants me to do. Like, there are not many games that use these kinds of graphics. And I guess for good reason. Most engines hate it. They can't really deal with it properly at all. It's kind of a niche thing. Actually, we'll put this 3D stuff on hold because it's giving me a headache and I might have to look at it separately while I'm not streaming. So let's stash this 3D testing. Yeah, I am very stubborn when it comes to these things. Like, yeah, that's all I have to say on that. Okay, so I go back to renderer and I'll just restart Unity because Unity does not like me doing this. Particle-based game. Actually, I do wonder if particles would even work well with my game. Maybe. So this is what I had going. This is actually using my renderer, which I made yesterday. Yes, everything is working well. So this is kind of fine. I probably have a lot of bugs, like this is not correct, obviously. I still need to fix a bunch of things with this. But the idea is there. There is an idea, and it will work if I just expand on this. So yes, expand. That is what I try and plan to do. If I were to use this, actually, there's one thing I've never tried with this. If I compile the game, I wonder how the performance is then. Oh yeah, that ball was my attempt at making a 3D looking ball sprite. I think it did a good enough job to make it appear 3D. But it's supposed to just be placeholder. It's supposed to be like buses. So you see how it's actually animated, and then you can make a real something out of it. Oh wow, that's laggy. Okay, it works much better after the first time. Like the thing is, this is reloading the entire level and everything. It's not just moving me. So it is doing a lot. But the thing is, when I don't do all this hackery stuff, the reload is instant. You won't notice a single frame missing. And now suddenly there is a bunch of stutter and you get random lag spikes after the level has reloaded because of the changes I've made to the renderer. So that's a bit frustrating, and also why I hate this solution and why I pretend this solution doesn't exist. And it's so frustrating too, because like there are so many reasons why this should work in other ways, but every single time there's some issue with Unity. I close this, go back, and we have sprite renderer. Like here, Unity gives you this, which says render priority. And I figured, hey, surely render priority will determine the priority of the render. Guess what? It apparently doesn't. Even if I use this so that everything is ordered the exact way I want everything in the entire game to be drawn, it doesn't work. I don't know why. I have no idea. It is supposed to work. When I read into it, it makes sense that it should work. Nothing about it says that it shouldn't work, but it doesn't. So that's annoying. Yeah, it's great. Everything Unity is great. And that's just one of so many things I tried yesterday. Like, I don't even want to think about all the things I tried. Yeah, just Unity things. If I... If the game just didn't have a third dimension, everything would be so much easier. You have no idea how much easier it would be. Oh god. Like, I shouldn't have made, well, the visuals are 2D, but at its core, the game is 3D. I should probably just have started with a 2D game, just to keep things simple. Yeah, I have thought about it. Like, the annoying part is that the logic side of the entire game is fully 3D. Like, logically, everything works in 3D. And yeah, that's the sound effect that plays when you jump down a ledge. Everything works in 3D. The only problem with the game is the rendering, which is so frustrating. When you have something that just works in every way, everything is perfect, and then the Unity goes, nope, I can't render that. I won't let you. So, like, yeah, it is. That's pretty much it. Like, the renderer is kind of necessary for the game, but it's like, here's also a thing. Well, not really, but kind of. All I'm trying to do is to circumvent a few very specific problems that I technically can engineer the game around. Like, if I set certain limitations on what you can actually do in the game, all of these rendering problems disappear. The main issue with the rendering is when you have, how do I even explain it? Well, basically, when you have a bunch of stuff at the same position, that creates a lot of issues. So if I just start the game, let's say I'm standing here and I want to make bridges in the game. So I have a bridge that goes over here. So you can walk under it and you can walk on top of it. Code-wise, my engine supports that perfectly. Like, all of my game logic would support me adding a bridge I can walk on top of and walk under. The renderer, however, would not like that at all. It would bug out a lot the moment I try to do that, because things would start to order incorrectly. Yeah, like, if you want something flat on the ground, a bridge would be a flat object. That does not really work. It's the same problem with this button, which you actually can see there. That button is supposed to be flat on the ground, but you can see... can I actually time that? Nope. I am having a very difficult time timing that. Yeah, he's running under it. And I want to be able to take a screenshot to pause exactly when it happens, but Windows does not let me. No. 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 Yes. There we go. Yeah, the timing was just really bad. There's a delay. I think it's Windows 11. Or, well, I could do an instant... I don't even know the hotkey for that anymore. I don't use Windows. Yeah. So the problem is that this does not support flat objects. Which is a real problem. And now I am trying to figure out, is there a way for me to hack around that? Yeah, maybe I should. I mean, I am getting to the point of either ignoring all of these rendering problems, which will come back to bite me later because suddenly I have a large game that can't render things properly and I might not be able to solve that. Or I can just move over to another project temporarily. Like, I do have a bunch of different projects that I want to do, and also have projects from years ago that I have not finished. Actually, this is with the new renderer. Apartment storage locker, yes. Oh, did Unity crash? Great, there we go. If I go back to main... Oh. Discard changes. Back to main. Actually, I should just change the stream title because I'm not migrating project to 3D anymore. I give up really quickly. Complaining about Unity is a good title. There we go. It didn't even matter. Yeah. I mean, I actually did not spend that much time trying to do 3D stuff, but I might look into it more later. But for now, I don't want to bother with that. So, yeah, there we are. I mean, when I spent all that time yesterday, I wasn't really looking into 3D at all. So the 3D portion I only spent like maybe an hour thinking about, and then like half an hour today actually trying it before putting it aside. So the 3D stuff I have not really looked into much at all. It's mostly the new 2D rendering. Oh, I just crashed Unity. Oops, I forgot about that. I can't walk on that. Unity, please. Task manager. Unity. I should fix that. So, guess what happens when you walk on a platform that tries to push you in a specified direction as long as there is something on top of it, but you don't specify anywhere to push it? Well, it tries to push the player forever, and the game freezes. So, change that. One. There we go. So here it actually does work. This is my old code, but my old code has some other problems. This only works on the ground level. which is a problem, because then again it would not work for bridges, because a bridge would not be on the ground. God damn it. Really? Oh, I don't have the mod chat up. There we go. Oh, I just timed them out forever. Well, whatever. They might as well be timed out for 84,000 seconds. What do I do? Oh no, ads are starting in a moment. Thank you, Twitch, for having ads. I love ads. Man, this is so frustrating. It feels like I'm not getting anything done. Like I'm streaming myself doing nothing and figuring out nothing. It's At least I'm not as frustrated as yesterday. That's a big plus. I don't want to be frustrated too much on stream. Mm-hmm. 20 seconds. 15. And ads should be over. Yay! It's actually pretty handy that they have tools on Twitch now to see when ads start and end and stuff like that. I could just ignore all of these rendering problems for now. Yeah. I could do that, but I don't want to do that. But I can tell people that ads are about to start at least. Oh yeah, did I fix this? I did fix this. Oh my god, it works. Push, push, and then... This is actually probably what I want to work on next. Like when I push this looks very weird. What? Nightbot, please. Get destroyed. Oh. Stop spamming caps. Well, that's good to know. So I probably want to change how things are animated so that when I push this, it actually moves fully, like instead of going diagonally, which is a bit complicated because of how everything is set up. Let's look at that code. Grid object update. Mm. I wonder if I could. Yeah. I need formal Q. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Well, even if the 3D rendering stuff worked properly, I would not be able to do that. Oh? If I... This is confusing and kind of frustrating. If I... Man. I haven't thought about how to do this at all. Can I like... When do I set them? Okay. I was gonna say enjoy, but maybe you don't. Yeah. Bye. When do I even set the move timer? Move timer equals... Oh. Move duration, move timer. Should I? Every time I move, I add a list of points. And then I interpolate between them. I think let's just try something like that. It might be very scuffed, but private list vector free. Wait. Yeah, vector free. Move points. New. Here. Move points clear. And when we do this, if the player is already moving, no points, add add move from. We do this, we know all the locations, we know where we're going from and all the points that we will pass. So if I did this, it will have this point, and the destination. Actually, I won't even need a movement from then. So I'll do this because I'm gonna remove the movement from. So how do I... Can I... Delta time, delta vector... Delta vector said... Oh yeah... That's gonna be a bit tricky. What does Copilot have to say? Actually, let's do this for now. Interpolate between the move points and the grid position. Movement from... Delta time, delta vector, move points. Well, that's not it at all. Thanks for nothing, Copilot. Actually, can I... Let's just do this for now. Debug log. I could actually hook up the debugger, but I haven't done that in a while, and I'm not sure if it will work with my stream setup. So now it will not interpolate at all. But go from 0 to... Oh, I should actually cap that. Okay, so points lika med Swedish, huh? Equals move points count plus 1. So will that work? Actually, I have no idea. Yeah, it should work. So if I like A debug log. Let's just do 1f divided by points. Then we also have delta time. Then we have delta time. Okay. Right, so that's correct. It's always different. What? That is not what I expected. Wait. Is it one all the time? No, it's not. Oh, right. That's not how I'm clearly tired. How do I check that? Isn't it? Delta time divided by that. And then we turn it into an in. For rounding. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, so that is actually correct. So current point 0, 1, 2. But it should actually be like that, I think. Man, I am tired. If we do this current point, then math min to ensure that rounding doesn't take it past the last point. So now we should do this. All right, -1. That should do it. So from there on, we know which 2 points we want to animate between. Let's just remove this. Delta time. Sub delta time, great name. Minus. Yeah, I think that's actually what I wanted. Which would give me how far it is into the current. Yeah, but then I also want to multiply that by the number of points. This should give me the correct number. Let's see. Goes from when it's halfway through, it is done animating between point 0 and 1, then it snaps over, it starts animating between point 1 and 2, starts over, and then it gets to end. Okay, great. So that logic is correct. So then, just for simplicity, var points with destination lika med list vector Numa points. Actually, add grid position. This is probably not super great, but it works well enough. So now local position. Yes, that is correct. Quick fix. Wait, does that work? Let's see. Nope. Why is that not working properly? Oh, is it because of this? Let's just try. This feels wrong. Why is it like that? Debug log. Finds a win destination. Why is that not working? All right. It won't actually. Actually, let's just do. What? Something is very wrong. What is wrong? Yeah, that should be correct. Current point is correct. Oh, wait. That's not correct. That's the issue. Should be grid position. Ah. There we go. Okay. So now everything is actually animated. Even when we fall down. First fall and then get pushed. And it speeds up the animation depending on how many steps it is. So the entire thing always takes the same amount of time. Okay. Perfect. This does, however, not count for my fall curves, which made it look nicer when you jump down from cliffs and stuff. I would how do I deal with that properly? I guess I just True. It is functional code, and that's all that matters right now. I guess instead of lerping the vector free directly, I would need to evaluate for the C value separately. Just try real quick. New vector free. Nope. Oh, well, that's very convenient. Did that, and then let's see. Guess it's. I don't even remember how this works. Evaluate time, so it would be evaluate like that. Probably. No, wait, that is correct. Okay, let's see. Yes, that looks correct. Jump down and then get pushed. Perfect. And if I just jump down, looks fine as well. Great. Is there anything that can go wrong with this code? I think so. think this should be fine. Oh yeah, I should move that up there. And I think that's it. Yeah, I'll just commit this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Could actually... I probably don't want to do that. Just as a test. The plus equal. To make it take longer instead of speed up. It would obviously have... Okay, that's not what I had in mind. Wait, is it because the move timer goes below? No. Well, let's just do this anyway. Move duration 0. Timer move duration. Okay. That's clearly not working. Never mind. Let's just not deal with that for now. I think I know why that might be, but yeah. Okay. Is there anything else I want to get done today? Hello. Okay. This is all working fine as is. I think I like it this way. Don't have to adjust it really. What do I want to do next? Let's see. Thank you. I'm basically just practicing Unity, so I don't really have much of an end goal. I'm just trying to make various things and see how it goes. Oh, I just saw a bug, I think. Yeah, that's a bug. Oof. Is it because... Ah, nice. I'm actually not much of a game developer. I have been doing web dev stuff like administrative work, backend systems, network code, and stuff like that for a decade now. And I only dabble a bit in game dev on my free time to try and learn more things. Why? Why is it not working when I skip steps? The player will move. Yeah, I hope so too. It is tricky to get into it, but all it takes is a good idea and you can get somewhere with it if you're if you're lucky. Sadly, it takes more than just skills, as I have learned. Either log. Let's just check current point. Sub delta time. Why is it? Oh. Wait. That's strange. It's very strange. Point 0. Actually, I should just do this to help me test this. Is it just called player? If name is player. Then show this. Why is it doing that? How many points are there? There should only be 1, but it seems to be 2. Yeah, why are there 2? I am so confused. So for this specific game that I am working on right now, I am actually pretty much stealing the entire concept from a game called The Legend of Zelda Cadence of Hyrule. Or is it even called The Legend of Zelda? It's Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the Necrodancer, which is a mix between Crypt of the Necrodancer and traditional 2D Zelda games. But the difference is that those games, you are actually supposed to move to the beat of the music. But I really like the turn-based aspect of those games because you can play them turn-based. So I am essentially emulating the turn-based mode of that game and want to make a puzzle game out of it, because that game does have some very bare bones puzzles, but it's primarily not a puzzle game. But I feel like if you take the concept and build upon it, it could be a really fun puzzle game. So I am basically going off of that right now, and it's a game that I have probably over 1,000 hours of playtime in, just from playing and looking for glitches and bugs. And I've also developed like mod tools for that game before, which also served as an inspiration to work on this. So that's where this project spawned from. And I also just generally really like puzzle games. Like all my life I have played puzzle games a lot. Also, didn't that look a bit weird when I pushed? No? Wait, what? That also looked weird. Huh. There is some issue with the code I wrote. Oh, is that it? Where's that? Player. Oh, I forgot about that. I moved the player in place. Good job, me. I completely forgot about this. Of course, there is a to-do here. Why do I even do that? Well, but that does not explain the issue with the boulder animating incorrectly sometimes. I'm way too tired to figure this out. How long have I been streaming? 2 hours, and I worked for 7 hours today. Nice. I should probably wrap up for today, but first I should write down. Oh yeah. Animation interpolation issues does not function properly when stepping in place. Sometimes. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. And then I'll probably take a look at this maybe tomorrow. I think that's all for today. So I'm gonna save, close down, close down. Yeah. And there we go here. Yeah, thanks for watching. It's fun streaming. This is only my second stream, but I'm slowly learning. So I'll see you later. Hopefully, maybe. Bye.